As you already mentioned, the gist of the webinar today, or what we're trying to focus on, is video analysis and why it is important. I think for me personally, I use this time to read a lot, and a reoccurring theme is somewhat like an attitude, like just a growth mindset, or an attitude of excellence, where you try to do everything the best at uh, your ability. Kobe Bryant is a fantastic example. Tragic his passing, obviously, this year. But his Mamba mentality pretty much entailed at all times to always find an edge on your opponent. Um, there's a really cool that he had a podcast with the School of Greatness where he said when he was 12 years old he played in a summer league back in his home state, New Jersey, where Wilt Chamberlain and a bunch of really good professional or future professional basketball players played, and he scored 0 points in the whole summer when he was 12. And then he decided, okay, what am I going to do about it? Like, I'm not going to suck forever. I want to beat these kids. So he really tried to figure out, okay, how can I find ways to improve my game? So he found ways to improve his jump shot, his passing, his dribbling. And he said by the time he was 14, he was the best player in the state. So it worked for him at the time. He continued it, obviously. And when Phil Jackson was there, another story, he said there was a guy, an 82-year-old Yoda, he called him, and he would watch every single game of the season over in the arena feed, just so he could see, okay, the details, how can I manipulate my teammates to get an advantage in my game, and then ultimately how can I predict my opponent's movements, and then just have plays off that. Obviously, basketball is a different sport than soccer. I think it's 5 people compared to 11, so it's a little bit different. What are some challenges you've had with video analysis? Because obviously it comes down to, does the player understand what the coach is trying to say? What are some challenges you've had?
Um, I mean, the first thing that when I arrived at Barry, and also when I was at other clubs or universities, was always the time factor. Obviously, with our staff, we don't have per se a video scout, where the only job of the scout is to do the video analysis after the game. And another part is obviously how fast you can get your information and what kind of information you actually tag in. And I was trying to do it myself, watching the film, 90-minute game, tagging it myself, making sure that I have all the clips that I need, making sure I go in depth. But that is just so time consuming that it's just not doable in my current role. So we looked into tools that would allow me to get the data and even way deeper than I could ever tag it, and get that to me fast so I can use it then to present and also put together a video analysis quite quickly and get to the exact scene or action that I want to see from the past game, or even from an opponent that I'm analyzing for the next game.